Hi, I'm Jennifer Purrier with RE/MAX Austin Skyline, and we're here at the Violet Crown Trail, one of the great things that makes Austin unique. Please take a walk with me to meet our next guest, Frank Davis with Hill Country Conservancy. Hi, we are out here at the Violet Crown Trail in Southwest Austin, and we are proud and excited to welcome our next guest, Frank Davis. He is the Director of Land Conservation with Hill Country Conservancy. Welcome, Frank.
Thank you for having me, Jennifer.
So, Frank, what's a fun fact about you?
Well, I think it's pretty fun that my family gets to escape to the hill country quite frequently. We have a family ranch on the Llano River, and we go out there and kayak and hang out with our 2 young kids and flip rocks and look at bugs and birds. And I even have some projects out there that I'm doing to improve the habitat and the water on the property as well.
So is that kind of what got you interested in Hill Country Conservancy and just growing up in that type of environment?
Well, you would think so, but in fact I actually fell in love with the natural world because of the Barton Creek greenbelt. Okay. So the Violet Crown Trail is really sort of an extension of that, as many people know.
So tell us along those lines, what is a conservation easement? We know we love greenbelts, we know we love hike and bike trails. You know, how does it provide value to the Texas Hill Country?
Sure, well, I might answer that by first saying why we do conservation easements. So conservation easements are really an answer to an issue in Central Texas. Many people move here every day. We see the traffic, we see the affordability issues and all of those. And part of what's at issue there is that as folks move here, the water, the wildlife, the scenic views that we love so much are impacted as a result. So a conservation easement is really a way to address that through an agreement with a private landowner. In Texas, 95% of land is privately owned, and what that means is we need to incentivize private landowners to remain on the land and keep it intact and care for it as they've been doing. Okay. So a conservation easement basically sets an agreement in place with that willing landowner to permanently protect the natural resources on their property.
Okay. Tell us, what is the Violet Crown Trail, and why is it so important?
Sure, the Violet Crown Trail is a network of trails that starts at Zilker Park in Austin, near Barton Springs, and it travels all the way here to Sunset Valley off of 290, and will eventually connect all the way to the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center, and then onwards down into Onion Creek in Hays County. Nice.
And how long is it going to be eventually?
Total length will be 30 miles. Wow. It will be the longest of its kind in Central Texas.
That's cool. So what kind of advice would you give folks who want to learn more or get involved with HCC?
Well, I think there's a few ways to get involved. One way you can plug in really easily is to go to our website, www.hillcountryconservancy.org, and go to the Get Involved section. There you can give, become a member, donate. There's 2 types of memberships: the Violet Crown Trail membership, the Emerging Professionals in Conservation group, which gets young people out into nature to experience this firsthand. And also you can come to Hill Country Nights on September 7th at the Austin City Limits Moody Theater.
Nice, okay. Now, is there any big news coming out of the HCC?
There's always big news, so I will choose a few highlights. We've just completed more of the trail. A half mile of the Violet Crown Trail was recently completed in the Deer Park neighborhood off of Davis Lane. And in addition to that, we're about to execute or close a conservation easement on 425 acres off of Hamilton Pool Road. We're really excited about that. That one will tie into about 6,000 acres of conservation lands, and it's going to add to this vast network of about 45,000 acres that we've conserved to date along with our partners.
That's great. Frank, thank you so much for your important work. We're grateful to have you on the show. Now back to you guys.